Hello everybody and welcome back to Super Video Studios.
We made a feature again.
We made a third feature film for Joel Haver's Shoot a Film during the Oscars Challenge.
And it was very fun and it was very good and we got it finished in time.
This is our third feature, as we said. Our previous two features we also shot during Joel Haver's Challenge. The first one we shot at this very property.
Yes.
In fact, we shot it just over there.
Two cowboys having a very long conversation, blah, blah, blah. We just stood there for 2 hours and just improvised a conversation.
Some of the dialogue was pre-planned, but for the most part, it was mostly just us sitting there with one camera. I was saying all my lines, you know, about Butcher Pete and stuff.
Taking
you from
notes.
Butcher Pete's gang. He was taking notes.
Yeah, and then I would just respond to everything for the next hour, basically.
Turn the camera around and then we'd do Carl's bits.
And then last year we did it a bit, it was easier. We sat in the room at your house and we had a live conversation, 2 cameras rolling at once, so we could respond to each other more naturally and come up with stuff. That's, I'd say, not our best one.
I'd say that's our worst one.
Oh, wow.
We shot that when there was a terrible tropical cyclone about to smash into southeast Queensland.
So we were a bit distracted.
Yeah, I was very stressed out. I don't like storms. I don't like cyclones. Never have I experienced a cyclone in my lifetime.
Oh, wow.
So it was a new experience and it was scary. It ended up pretty much fizzling out before it got to us, which was a bit of a, to be honest, it was a bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
And he actually took way longer. He was supposed to hit
Alfred.
us on like March 6th or something, and then he took until March 8th.
You loser,
nighttime.
Alfred.
It was terrible. But you can definitely see that I'm stressed out in the film. I'm very monotone, and I have trouble sort of coming up with things to say.
Yeah, that was probably our least planned one as well. We just had to come up with absolutely everything. Because of the story, it was a detective story, so we had to come up with a whole detective case on the day rather than if it was just 2 cowboys talking about random cowboy stuff. We had to keep track of things that I said and remember and call back to them, and I had to swap costumes a couple of times, so it was very just not fun.
Yeah, not our best feature,
No.
but we learned from it.
We did.
We learned that what we do best with these improvised features is cowboys. Cowboys.
For some reason.
I don't know why it's so easy to improvise cowboy conversations, because
Well,
I've seen like 1 or 2 westerns in my life.
I've seen a few more than you.
You know, Django Unchained,
Oh.
and
Yeah, probably, yeah.
that's it. I
Yeah.
played Fallout New Vegas, but
I played at Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption.
for the most part, it's just like we've never seen many westerns.
Yeah, we're just going
not
off
big into the genre.
Tropes and stuff.
We
And
just-
it's a fun setting to do.
It's a fun accent to do
Yeah.
as well. Sorry to any Southerners who might have seen the film, or any cowboys, any 19th century cowboys who may be watching.
Or any bartender. So some of you may not know, but that idea that we shot was not actually our original idea for the film. The original was a lot longer and more complicated, way more locations, way more characters that we would have to swap costume into. It was just, I don't know how we expected to get that done, to be honest, yeah. What did you think of the old idea, or the new idea even?
I liked the old idea. However, as you said, it was too ambitious in the end.
Yeah.
What was the idea again? It was a
It
cowboy
was-
reading some letter.
Yeah, he
letters?
was reading, this cowboy comes to town and his best friend got shot the day before.
Cowboy.
So he's reading all these letters that he left behind because he's trying to find his golden 6-shooter
Gold 6-shooter.
or something like that. And he was just reading all these letters, and each letter would have been like a mini film in itself, which is why it would have been different characters all across the day. Yeah, way too difficult. It was actually during the rehearsal for that one that I just came up with the new idea, because you were fishing.
I was fishing in this very dam.
And I said, what if instead of having it be one scene where the sheriff is fishing, we make the whole movie about that, and it's an old cowboy teaching a young cowboy his like lessons, and that was it. And then that's what we shot.
Yeah.
It was much easier to come up with.
Yeah, because during rehearsals, we were just like, we were bouncing around all the locations we were going to use, talking about all the characters that were going to be. And at some point, we were just like, yeah, this seems a little bit ambitious. I don't know if we can shoot this in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then we changed the idea, which was good, because if we tried to do that idea, we would have
died.
We would have died.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. We could do it as maybe a shorter
Like
film.
a scripted film, yeah.
Like a 15 to 20 minute short film, but definitely not a 45-minute improvised feature that we shoot in 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
Most certainly not.
Most certainly. So what was your favourite part of shooting this film?
Of shooting the film, when it ended,
Wow. When we went to McDonald's.
yes, when it stormed.
Yes, it did.
My least favorite part about shooting these Joel Haver Oscars Challenge films is the fact it's a test of endurance,
Yeah.
and I'm a very low energy person. Sometimes I'll have a lot of energy, sometimes I won't. And usually when we're shooting these films, I don't have the energy.
Yeah, by the end of 3 hours, you're not going to have any
Yeah,
energy.
3 hours of doing everything, walking around, remembering what you're supposed to
Setting
say.
up cameras and microphones and stuff, yeah.
You know, talking non-stop for like 30 minutes.
Jeez.
It's tough. And in fact, when we were shooting it, there were times I was delivering my lines and I felt like I don't have much energy, and when I watch the footage back in the edit, it's gonna come off as like really boring and
See, I didn't
me
notice
being
that.
monotone. But it ended up actually being really good. So when we
Especially
were
for your
shooting,
character.
yeah, when we were shooting, I was being more critical of myself than I actually needed to be.
Well, some of my favourite parts, despite the fact I had to like run around like an idiot and like jump around and stuff, I liked the training montage because it was more fun than standing around talking. It was something different. We just went around to a bunch of different spots and I did a bunch of different things. Did the bottle shooting. I liked the shooting. I liked using the cap gun because it was like really loud and it made sense that we would react. I liked the quick draw at the end, the duel, because that was the end of filming basically. What the heck is that? I liked going fishing without the line, because I just got to make up a bunch of jokes to myself for 2 minutes, 3 minutes straight. I just stood there and just talked to myself and just improvising the whole thing basically. We had a broad structure, but we were allowed to improvise just anything in between. We had a start, an end, and a couple of lines that we wanted to say, and the rest of it was up to us. And because it was almost as live for some scenes, we reacted pretty well. Yeah.
My favorite part of the film itself, when watching it, I really like the coyote scene with the jumping coyote that's like doesn't move.
I liked it more than I liked shooting that scene, which that was probably my
Yeah.
least favorite scene to shoot for some reason.
Yeah, it's like acting against when actors have to
Yeah.
act against the tennis ball on a stick.
And
that you're
also it
just
was
acting
really
against.
close to the end, yeah.
I think it turned out well. I also really liked the montage, as you said. My favorite part of the process was not actually when we finished shooting, it was the editing.
Oh wow.
I thoroughly enjoyed editing
Wish
this
I
film,
could. Yeah.
especially the special effects, like the bottle exploding. That was a last minute thing.
Maybe I'll edit the next one.
The coyote. What are some more
The
special
music.
effects?
No, that's not, but that's editing.
I liked the music.
Did you have any blood?
No,
Didn't have to add muzzle flares, did you?
no blood. I liked the sound design in the film.
Yes.
So it was a fun process.
Yes.
I think that's pretty much all we wanted to say about the film.
Yeah.
If you're a filmmaker, you're an aspiring filmmaker, and you want to make a feature film,
And you've got 3 hours and a camera.
we encourage you to participate in the Joel Haver Shoot a Film during the Oscars Challenge.
Please.
You actually don't have to do it during the Oscars. You can
Yeah.
do it whenever you want.
When did we do it?
We actually did it before the Oscars because we were working on the Monday, the
Yeah, we had
16th
jobs.
Australian broadcast of the Oscars. So we shot it the Friday before, which is okay. We still shot it in the 3 hours,
Yeah.
3.5 hours, I think technically the Oscar broadcasts are. But we do it in the 3 hours because
Yeah.
we're that good.
It's the film that took the longest to shoot out of all three of them. The last two we were done in the first
There's a
2
bee.
hours. Yeah, there's a bee right there.
Just don't startle it. Yeah, so just try making a feature film, improvise something by yourself or with some friends with one camera and a microphone. Don't be like those people you see on YouTube all the time. I almost died making my first feature film.
Austin McConnell.
Austin McConnell, blooming onions. What's it called? Planting orchids?
Sprouting orchids, I think
Sprouting
we
orchids.
decided on.
Yeah, don't focus so much on making your first feature perfect.
And if you watch all the other examples, it's mostly just people sitting around. They do experimental, like sitting talking to themselves for an hour or so. So you can do anything.
The playlist will be linked below as
Yes.
well. You'll make a feature film in 3 hours. You'll do it. Maybe you'll only get like 20 minutes of footage or 30, but you'll look at it and you'll think, if I could do this in 3 hours, what could I do with 6 hours
or 7.
or a whole week or a few months? It's a great challenge. But before we go,
Whoa.
we'd like to do the thing that we like to do.
It's been a while.
And that is, of course, thing of the day.
Thing of the
First thing of the day of the year, I think. Today's thing of the day is the Easter Bilby.
Wow.
Happy Easter Sunday,
Oh, yeah.
everybody. Happy Easter
Happy
Sunday.
Easter.
He is risen.
Easter is so good. Why
Jesus.
is it a bilby and not a rabbit?
Here in Australia, rabbits are invasive. As you know, rabbits breed like rabbits. They're
Wow.
breeding, they're creating millions of babies.
They're moldy, they're green.
They're destroying our ecosystem and they're wiping out our native species.
Oh my goodness.
The bilby is a native Australian marsupial. I think it's a marsupial.
That sounds right.
So we have some companies, Darrell Lee and others, do a promotional Easter thing where they make Easter bilbies.
Wow. If you have woken up already and they were in your basket, congratulations.
Congratulations.
If not, you can just go to the shop and get them all for 50 cents the next day.
Save the bilby and boomer sooner.
That's a wrap.
Subscribe.
Thanks for watching.